Hey, we're back. RiverTalk rolls on. Heather von Herrmann, I got to ask you, what possessed you to get into law? What was it?
You know, I have always had an interest in the law since I was a young child, and I don't come from a family of lawyers. My father was a banker, my mother was a school teacher, and so I don't really know where it came from, but I always felt like that was what I wanted to pursue. And I went to from North Carolina, went to school at the University of North Carolina. And
where'd you grow up in North Carolina?
Rocky Mount.
I know
North
it
Carolina.
well.
Yeah, right off of I-95.
Oh yeah.
So I went to school there in North Carolina, and I had spent a few summers in Charleston while I was in college working, and absolutely fell in love with it. And I said, I've got to come to I've got to get myself to South Carolina. Okay. So when it came time to apply for law school, I applied at South Carolina. They were kind enough to let me in, and I was happy as could be, and packed my bags and came right down here and never left.
Still got family up there in Rocky Mount?
Well, no, not in Rocky Mount, but in the Raleigh, Durham, Cary area.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's home for me.
So I go up there, you know, every now and then. I don't get up there as much as I'd like to, but South Carolina's certainly my home now, even though I wasn't born here. I love it here.
How'd you end up at the solicitor's office? How'd that come about?
I was practicing in Columbia, and I have a friend who is a circuit court judge now, Stephen John, who asked me to come down and be his law clerk. And so I did, and while I was clerking for him, I had an opportunity to meet Greg Hembry, and he and I talked a lot about the fact that I had done some criminal defense work in the past, and he invited me to come and work for him, and I was tickled to do it, and enjoyed it for a long, long time. And I love criminal law. I enjoy it. I enjoy both sides of it. Some people feel like you've got to either be defense minded or prosecution minded, and I think it is more the pursuit of law really is to me like a puzzle. I mean, does this set of facts fit into these elements, sort of, and so I guess I'm more of kind of a logical thinker about that, but I enjoy both sides of it. Love it. Do criminal defense work now, and
wow.
Couldn't be more pleased.
Yeah, the checks and balances of our system, I know we've got problems, but we do really have the best system in the world.
No question.
And the fact that so many people come in and they work in solicitors, so if you're from North Carolina, a district attorney's office or somewhere, and then you go in on that criminal defense side that's the balance. It's set up. We got it when our forefathers set this system up. Wow. Yeah,
it is a tremendous benefit. Having prosecuted is a tremendous benefit when you go in and do criminal defense work, because you are so familiar with the system itself and with the process, having been in the solicitor's office, that it makes things much, much easier on the other side. And you kind of privy to their little tricks and things that they have over there too. So that's always good. And you hope that when you leave there, that the people that are still at the solicitor's office are your friends, and that they're willing to listen to you when you come in and you've got a client, and they may be maybe a little more willing to sit down with you and listen to what you have to say.
Yeah, justice isn't always the decision that you want, but it should still be justice.
Well, it should be, and I think it is, and it is a great system. It's not an unflawed system, but it is it's the best system that I can think of. And people are fascinated with criminal law. There's always something coming up in the news.
There's 5 shows on every night on every network.
Right. And it's not quite as exciting as those shows make it look, but it is pretty darn exciting sometimes.
There have been some fireworks in courtrooms. I've been in them.
Absolutely.
No, I mean not personally, just as a spectator. Got to clear that up in case I want to do something in the political.
We're having to make a lot of clarifications today, aren't we?
Do you just keep yourself out there? It's documented. I don't want a soundbite coming up to bite me. Hypothetically. Good seeing you, Carolina Force. How do people find you?
You can find me on our website, but my address is 3885 Renee Drive, and my telephone number is 236-9300, and we would love to help you if we can.
I've run out of time. I wanted to know how she met Bert. But that's for another shot. See, I didn't put you on the hot seat after all. We'll have more right after this.